Up until now, our communication with machines has always been limited to conscious and direct forms. Whether it's something simple like turning on the lights with a switch, or even as complex as programming robotics, we have always had to give a command to a machine, or even a series of commands in order for it to do something for us. Communication between people, on the other hand, is far more complex and a lot more interesting because we take into account so much more than what is explicitly expressed. We observe facial expressions, body language, and we can intuit feelings and emotions from our dialogue with one another. This actually forms a large part of our decision-making process. Our vision is to introduce this whole new realm of human interaction into human-computer interaction so that computers can understand not only what you direct it to do, but it can also respond to your facial expressions and emotional experiences. And what better way to do this than by interpreting the signals naturally produced by our brain, our Center for Control and Experience? Well, it sounds like a pretty good idea, but this task, as Bruno mentioned, isn't an easy one for two main reasons. First, the detection algorithms. Our brain is made up of billions of active neurons, around 170,000 kilometers of combined axon length. When these neurons interact, the chemical reaction emits an electrical impulse which can be measured. The majority of our functional brain is distributed over the outer surface layer of the brain, and to increase the area that's available for mental capacity, the brain's surface is highly folded. Now, this cortical folding presents a significant challenge for interpreting surface electrical impulses. Each individual's cortex is folded differently, very much like a fingerprint. So even though a signal may come from the same functional part of the brain, by the time the structure has been folded, its physical location is very different between individuals, even identical twins. There is no longer any consistency in the surface signals. Our breakthrough was to create an algorithm that unfolds the cortex so that we can map the signals closer to its source and therefore making it capable of working across a mass population. The second challenge is the actual device for observing brainwaves. EEG measurements typically involve a hairnet with an array of sensors like the one that you can see here in the photo. A technician will put the electrodes onto the scalp using a conductive gel or paste, and usually after a procedure of preparing the scalp by light abrasion.